And yeah, when we're handing it out, we'll just like double tap it, just making sure it's going. There we go.
Hello? Yes. Hi, I have an accent as well.
Oh yeah. There's quite a few of us in the world.
Yes. Argentinian, I'm Argentinian born, and I'm from Kent now. So it's the Kentish accent.
Much more exotic, right?
It's very interesting actually. In 2009, about this time, I used to, I'm an investment banker for profession, as a profession. I was working in Mayfair here in London, in a corporate finance boutique.
Wow.
And the two directors came in on a Friday end of day.
Yeah.
And they say, pick up your shit and don't come back on Monday. Because the investors pulled the plug.
Right.
So, and I had my second daughter just born.
Wow.
So I had basically no job, no money.
Yes.
If that would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it.
Well,
It's more to it, but yeah.
well, there's 10 years more to it, right?
Okay,
so what are you doing
Fascinating. So right now I have, you could say, what is it, like a portfolio life.
Oh, okay.
That's what some people call it. Doesn't feel like that sometimes, but I have one of the things I take that opportunity to promote. I have a podcast called Impact Leaders.
Okay.
I have my podcast publisher here, Wolfgang, who is one of your partners. Thank you so much for inviting me today. And it's called Impact Leaders. And what I do is I interview the best UK investors in impact.
Wow.
So impact investment, for those that you don't know, are the people that are investing in companies that are trying to solve the world's biggest problems or the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, United Nations. And that's what I do.
That's awesome.
I have a company called Real Changes as well, and we do it's a platform that matches impact-driven companies with passion-driven individuals. So we help people find jobs in companies that they like and doing things that they love.
Got it. Awesome. Can we give JP a big round of applause for that? Can you grab Wuntan's phone for a moment and video him, because I'm going to ask him some questions.
Oh, brilliant, yeah.
So Wuntan, can you stand up? Can we give Wuntan a big round of applause as well?
Wuntan is amazing. I call him the one and only.
The one and only. So Wuntan, the reason I wanted you to share was it's kind of interesting seeing you videoing JP, and obviously first time I met JP, but we know each other, right? So do you want to share the fact that you're helping people like JP to set up their podcasts and all of that kind of thing? How long it's been that you've actually had this business that's been able to do this? Like, what was the starting point, especially because we've had conversations about this for some time, right?
Yeah, so I first met JP about 6 months ago. I did have a business back then, and I was just helping him with my time because I had the skill and knowledge to do a podcast. So my podcasting journey started 4 years ago, after coming to your event. So I started my own podcast 4 years ago, and last year when I met JP, he was starting his first episode, and I sort of volunteered to help him do his podcast. And then, so end of last year, I went to Thailand, Bali, to do a course to sort of get my mind sorted to scale this business, because I saw that there was a big opportunity in helping people set up podcasts. And at the start of year, I registered my company. So I've got a few of my clients here right now, actually. So
hands up who has done the Wealth Dynamics test? Wealth Dynamics test. Okay, most people have done it here. Share with everyone what your Wealth Dynamics profile is.
yeah, so my Wealth Dynamics profile is a star profile.
Right. So we talked about this, like when Wuntan's like, I really want to get into podcasts, but I don't know exactly what I want to say and what I want to share. And I was like, well, stars are not about shining light on yourself, it's about shining light on other people, right? That's what Oprah Winfrey does. She shines light and actually helps other people. And so yes, you could actually do a podcast just on that, but what if you actually were to take the whole thing that you wanted to do, which is help people do podcasts, and that became what you got known for, and then you shine light on many people would then shine light on people, right? Like you'd show people who know how to do podcasts, and start with content that's already out there. And so one of the things you did was you went to our mastermind group and took all the things where I wasn't doing podcasts at that point, I was just doing my videos, and you just turned them all into podcasts, right? And then it's like, right, well, there we go, we've got podcasts there. And then people were like, wow, these are really great. And then he then went out and started one by one, just doing exactly this, like you're doing with JP, and then finding clients come on board as well. And this is about really knowing that every one of us has a natural path, and it's about persevering, not with just like the idea of doing something like podcast not just high tech, but high touch as well. It's like, what is it that actually is connected with who you are, and finding the connection between that, because the moment you do that, that's where, for me, that's why I do what I do, right? Like, yes, it's awesome that I can actually help someone like Wuntana out to figure out what he should be doing, but the real power is when he then uses that power to be able to go out and help others, and then I get the chance to meet people like JP who then are having his life change as well. Your ripple effect is astounding. What you can achieve when you actually are out there and you just plant that seed and you allow yourself to shine your light, and then that lights others, and then those light others as well, and before you know it, you've got an inferno. I mean, like, this is the power of what we can do as humans now today, which we never could do 10, 20 years ago, which is really, really exciting. So I know that both you and Tan, and also you, JP, are going to be impacting thousands and thousands of lives in the years ahead. So can we please give them a big round of applause? Thank you. Thank you.